guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're talking about another foundation. I'm doing a review of the Too Faced Born This Way foundation, and I'm so glad that you guys wanted to see this review. I can't tell you how many comments I got asking me to review this product, so I went out, bought it, I've been wearing it, and now I'm back to share what I think about this foundation with you guys. Now, as usual, I'm going to give you a little bit of information about the product. I took notes. You guys seem to love the fact that I took notes for my last foundation review, which was the MAC Lightweight Waterweight foundation, something like that. Now, some product details about this. I purchased mine from Sephora for $49. I'm Canadian, so it cost me more. There were 12 shades in the store to choose from, but I know that they've recently just added 6 new shades, so those can be found online. Now, I'm going to give you a few details from the website. This is an oil-free foundation, which is amazing because I do have combination skin. Undetectable coverage. It's supposed to look like you have natural skin, but flawless. And yeah, you can't see any imperfections. All that's left is naturally radiant skin that looks like you were born this way. Who doesn't want that? It also says that the foundation provides medium to full coverage, and I'm gonna go out of my way right now to tell you that it definitely does that. Now let's talk about this packaging for a second. I'm a total sucker for packaging. This is beautiful. And then the bottle itself is also beautiful. I love the fact that it comes with a pump. I do like to apply this product with a brush initially. The one that I love for that is the Real Techniques Essential Foundation Brush. This is always my go-to for foundation. So what I'm gonna do is put one pump on the brush and start applying it to the face. And just so you guys know as well, this is natural beige. A little bit goes a long way. Like, I can do pretty much half the face with one pump. And that is what it looks like with one side done, one layer of foundation. I think it looks pretty darn flawless. Like, it does such a good job at evening out the skin tone, covering blemishes. I seem to have a whole bunch of blemishes on my face right now. Halloween just ended. It could be all the candy and chocolate that I've eaten. It doesn't even feel like you're wearing makeup. Another really key thing for me is that it doesn't smell. So many foundations out there smell like that plasticky silicone smell, or almost like some foundations smell like your skin is just being overheated and it smells like dead skin. I don't know, maybe that's just me being weird. One more thing that I do have to say about it is that it does transfer in this stage. The fact that it doesn't set super quick is a good thing, but it's also a bad thing. For me, it's not like a deal breaker, but I do like my foundations to set fairly quick just so that I know they're set in place and they're not going to budge around. But yeah, I do find that I will go in with the Beauty Blender sometimes and really blend it in. Now I'm going to apply one more layer. This is actually probably way too much, but that's a whole another pump, and apply that to or over top. And I really do think that it does such a good job at evening everything out. So now I'm going to do the other side of the face, and then I'm going to come back and show you just how awesome the foundation looks once everything's done. So I just applied under eye concealer, and for that I used a quick layer of the Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer, and I set it. One thing I wanted to point out is that you don't even really need to set this foundation. I always do, but I know how I said that it takes a little while to set, but I find that you don't really, it doesn't feel greasy on your skin that you feel like you need to go in and use a mattifying powder, and I'm oily, so that says a lot. I still will go in and set it, but you really don't need to use much product at all. I just use, you guys know I love using the MAC Mineralize Skinfinish in Medium Plus, and I usually just take that to the T-zone because that's where I tend to get oily throughout the day. Final thoughts. I love this foundation. I'm really gonna put myself out there right now and say that I do think that this is one of the best foundations that I've ever used. Oh my god, I said it. Well, I feel like it's on my list of top 5 foundations that I've ever used because it just makes my skin look so good, but it doesn't look cakey. It doesn't make it look like I'm wearing lots of makeup, which is obviously what I always want to look like. I wore this foundation for hours and hours and hours to test out how long it wears. My skin still looks flawless hours after applying it. That's something that's really hard to find in a foundation. Do I have to touch up my face? Obviously, that's with most foundations. And do I get shiny? Yes. I normally always get oily in my T-zone, but that's why I have blotting powder. You can just quickly touch it up and your skin looks flawless again. Cool thing is they haven't really limited it to one type of skin. So if you have oily skin, you can use it. If you have dry skin, you can use it. The only person I wouldn't recommend this to is for somebody that just doesn't like the coverage. If you do want a more lightweight, natural look, I have a foundation review. That was the last one that I did, the MAC one. I'm going to link it right here for you. Go take a look at that. So I hope you guys as for what type of moisturizer, this was also something that was really important for me to mention. When I use the Embryolisse moisturizer, which is something that I've been using a lot lately, especially I just find that I have dry patches. This is a very emollient moisturizer, so this tends to look a little bit shinier than when I wear it with my other moisturizer, which is the MAC Oil Control Lotion. I find that if you tend to get oily, use something that is more mattifying, maybe a mattifying primer, mattifying moisturizer, and you'll have better results. If you have dry skin, maybe try it with the Embryolisse or something more emollient. And that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked the review, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're new. Come and follow me on Instagram. My username is TrinaDuhra, and I will see you in the next video.